Hey, welcome to a fresh new episode of the TD News Show and happy Friday to everybody. And I promised you guys a consistent upload schedule, but hey, look, it's not my fault, okay? I'm not good with promises, okay? But I try, but sometimes, so yeah, I'm sorry. So, let's start the video and please talk to me, please. You know who I'm talking to before watching this. So now let's get into the news. And let's start with AMD because AMD recently announced other 5000 series APUs, and don't worry, it's also gonna be OEM only APUs. But as they promised, it's gonna come out soon for retailers. It will hit the retail shelves and come to us like 4000 series, right? What 4000 series APUs didn't came to retail? And when they did it's so eventually and wait, the real fun begins here. These APUs still runs on Vega graphics. Yes, Vega graphics. You remember Vega? Once upon a time AMD launched the Vega 56, Vega 64, all that. Yes, that architecture, it's still running on that. Like, what's going on with you, AMD, man? You guys doing so good with your Ryzen desktop, like normal CPUs, and then your RDNA architecture is like surprising everybody. Just think about RDNA architecture or RDNA like performance on this small chip, which also a CPU. Like, that's gonna be so great. But hey, we can't do anything except work with it until you can hold your breath up to 7000 series CPUs, because some rumors are suggesting that AMD is looking forward to put integrated graphics in every single of their CPU from their 7000 series CPUs. We don't know more than that, and hopefully it's not gonna be a Vega GPU. Like 7000 series, it's still 2 generations later, so please don't be fake. And talking about things you can't buy, let's talk about PS5, because in a recent update, or the update that's gonna come, Sony will let you move your games on your USB device. Now, previously you cannot do that, but after this update you can, but you can't play the games directly from your USB device like PS4. And it's kind of obvious because the console maker is really proud of its storage speed that the console is giving us, and USB interface doesn't have that much of a capability. But there is still no words from Sony when they're gonna launch the M.2 expansion storage slot for PS5. We still don't know anything about that. Next, on Nvidia soon gonna launch a new GPU, and no, it's not gonna be another flagship, but this time it's gonna be a RTX 3060. And I know some of you may ask me, well, Nvidia, didn't they recently launch RTX 3060? Yes, they did, but this time it's different because it has a different product ID. So let me clear the air out. So this is going to be a different chip, and the benefit of this new SKU is it's gonna be a much more harsher when it comes to limiting mining performance on their RTX GPUs. And not only that, some of the rumors are also suggesting that Nvidia soon gonna refresh all their GPUs with new GPU dies, with that revamped something that they are doing, that wizardry that they are doing, so they can limit the whole mining performance in their RTX GPU, so they can sell another series of their GPU which they are gonna launching for only mining. I don't know why my English is so bad. I just don't know. I'm so sad and tired and I don't want to do this. So let's talk about the next news. How about tomorrow AMD tells you by sending a letter that, you know what, your Radeon RX 580 is kind of not good at that anymore. How about we exchange it with a GTX 1050 Ti or a 1060? So will you trade your RX 580? Well, if you think that's a bizarre idea, why would AMD do that? Well, it's happening. It's happening in China, but AMD officially not doing that. It's some kind of scam that people are doing. And AMD published their, or said their official statement that they have nothing to do with this situation. So in China, some scammers are telling legitimate RX 580 customers that their GPU ain't good anymore. So how about they trade it with a Nvidia GPU? And the simple reason is those RX 580 GPUs, well, they are still good when it comes to mining performance, and the whole mining craze is going up day by day, and the whole silicon shortage is going worse, up by day. So it might seem weird, but I can see why they are doing that, and also at the same time this is kind of a funny news, so I thought, why not, let's talk about that. And talking about that, let's talk about quick news, because this is the time for the quick news. So let's talk about some quick news. Intel wants to make chips for automakers to help with the global chip shortage. Sony invest another 200 million in Epic Games. Japanese toilet will measure your fatigue. This is kind of funny. So some Japanese toilet, when you sit on there, it will measure how fatigued your is, and that's kind of funny. Like, how dumb. And like, I have read the whole article and it's weird. I have linked down the article, go and read it. The whole idea of this toilet is seriously super weird. Microsoft announced Surface Laptop 4 with AMD Renoir APUs. NASA's Mars Cooper needs a software update ahead of its flight test. Apple officially announced a spring-loaded event for April 20th. Nvidia now expects crypto mining processor revenue outlook to be triple in Q1 of 2021. Unity game engine to feature Nvidia DLSS integration by the end of 2021. OBS gets native support for Nvidia's excellent noise cancelling tech. Apex Legends now has more than 100 million players. AT&T, T-Mobile and Verizon end their joint effort for RCS texting. TCL's fold and roll concept transform a 6.87-inch phone into a 10-inch tablet. Mazda announced MX-30 EV coming to US market this fall. New photocolorization process factors how skin reacts to light for incredibly lifelike results. Spotify's voice control device is going to be called the car thing. Now that was all for today's techie stuff, and if you want to know more about any of these stories, all the links are linked down in the description, so don't forget to check them out. Now let's talk about some of the stuff I like, starting with Matt Mikkelsen is gonna be on Indiana Jones 5, although his role hasn't been clarified yet, or like what kind of a role he's playing. But like, I'm not disrespecting Mads Mikkelsen or like his capability of like being an actor, but or he's also good looking, so there's no disrespect, okay? But Mads Mikkelsen, man, he's gonna be villain, and I want him to be the villain of Indiana Jones 5. Like, literally, we haven't had good villain in Indiana Jones series, I don't know for how long time. And I know a lot of Indian people like Amresh Puri in Indiana Jones, but man, the character was so hollow. Like, it didn't have, like, it's so stereotypical character. It was, I didn't like it. So yeah, I would love to see Matt Mikkelsen as an Indiana Jones villain. Next, the new trailer of Fast and Furious 9 has been released, and I have some thoughts. Like, it looks good, I'm hyped up about it, but like, if I'm being honest, I'm one of those OG Fast and Furious fans. Like the first Fast and Furious movie, it was a heist movie, it was a cop movie, it has so many emotions, it has racing, and like the whole movie about like fast cars, heist, and some cop action. Like the first one. Second one, a buddy cop crime thriller type of thing that they are doing. I loved it. Okay, the second one was also great. The third one, Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, that was pure racing, drifting, Tokyo, and it was beautiful. Like the first three, I'm fan of the first three. But when they reboot the series with the Fast and Furious 4 or Fast and Furious, it became this superhero franchise saving the world and doing these crazy things. Like, they totally lost the charm of the whole Fast and Furious, and yeah, I'm kind of sad about it, to be honest. Like, it's not like the after they did, all the movies are bad. Like, most of them are pretty good, man. Like, seriously, it's jam packed with action and all, but like, to be honest, ludicrous, flying towards space, that's kind of too much for probably anybody. So that's my thoughts. But yeah, I'm excited about that. And lastly, Zack Snyder's new movie Army of Dead, he made a comment that I think someone asked him that, is there gonna be a Snyder cut version of this? And he said no, this is the director's cut. Netflix has give him the full creative capability or creative authority or creative freedom, whatever you want to say. Again, I'm super tired today, so sorry if this episode is super boring and I'm sounding super tired, but no, Zack Snyder said that this is the way he wants this movie to be, and Netflix is gonna launch or release this movie the way Zack Snyder wants it to be. So yeah, that is all for today's episode. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you don't, leave it a dislike. At this point, I don't care. I just want to end this episode super fast. And if you want to watch more videos from us, check out this video right here. And if you want to subscribe, which I appreciate if you do that, well, do it by here. And there's Akash. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.